everyone, Anita here, and I'm here with
Steffan.
And he happens to be a Nordic Viking, so he's very tall. And it was hard for us to frame this shot a little bit.
It really was.
It was, but I think I have a couple of pillows under my ass, so I think we're doing okay. I think we're okay.
We got it down.
So today, I had different plans for a different video, but the fiasco that happened yesterday that we witnessed, I just feel like we should talk about it a little bit. Now, there were clips that I recorded of it, and I did try to upload them, but I got copyright strike immediately. They totally would not let me publish this video. So we're just gonna talk about it, and I'll just link down below so you can see like links to what I'm talking about. Would you like to explain to them what I'm talking about? Some of you may know.
Yeah, so you may know if you watched the Oscars last night, but the Best Picture nominees, it was chaos.
It was such a fiasco. It just like, okay, this is a moment in Oscar history. Now, I don't always watch the Oscars, but you do, right?
Yeah, I watch it every year.
Okay, so I don't usually, and Steffan's like, hey, Anita, wanna come over to this Oscar kickback? I'm like, sure, why not? I'm not gonna record a video and be on time. Why would I have a Monday video out when people want it, when I could just upload it at the end of the night, you know? Why would I be a professional YouTuber? I'm not. To those of you who haven't heard, some of you I'm sure watched it and are like, oh my gosh, witnessed this historical event live as it happened. But what exactly happened? Do you want to tell them from the beginning? From when Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway came to the stage.
So they walk out there and they're out there, they're the presenters about to announce who won Best Picture, biggest award of the night. They open the envelope, Warren Beatty, and he takes a while going, like, looking over it.
He actually, like, took a minute and was, like, a little bit flabbergasted seeming, right? Mm-hmm. And then he looked at Faye Dunaway and was like, you read this? Yeah. That's what I was like, I'm not gonna fuck this up. Like, he totally gave it to her, and she's like, oh, you silly. She was just like, why isn't he reading it type of thing, right? She had that attitude.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And then she was like, La La Land, you know, duh, you can't read, Warren. Like, it was really funny because you could tell that there was like a really awkward moment between them that Warren Beatty was very aware of, but Faye Dunaway didn't seem like she was very in the moment with him and understood.
No, once she was handed the card, she just went with it.
She just went with it. She didn't know what was happening. Warren Beatty, I think, had an inkling of it. He was like, okay, you know? Yeah. So then... so they announced La La Land wins, which was what everyone expected. They were the favorite to win, so it was like no big thing really. Mm-hmm. So, you know, all the people from La La Land are getting up there on stage and they're accepting, and like even us, whenever we were just sitting there watching, everyone was already just like, yep, La La Land won, and we were back to talking, not really paying attention. Yep. Until we start hearing one of the producers from La La Land start saying, no, wait, it was a mistake. It was Moonlight won, and then we're like, huh?
Yeah, well, I no idea what was going on. I thought it was a joke too, but then he
like, this is not a
says that. It's not a joke.
That was hilarious. I was like, wait, is this for real? And he's like, this is not a joke. And then he's like, Moonlight, you won. And he like rips the card out of Warren Beatty's hand,
and
holds it up, shows that it's Moonlight, and then they like freak out.
Yeah, it was just chaos at that point. Like no one knew what was going on, and like we were just staring at the screen, just like, wait, what's going on?
It was so intense. It was like, what is happening? It was like they were trolling us a little bit, you know? I was like, are we being trolled? Is this like a La La Land kind of reference to where the choice could have been the other way? I mean, it seems like they could do something like that.
Yeah, it was that fantasy of what could have been.
What could have been. I mean, well done, La La Land. Well done on your trolling. No, but you know, honestly, I feel like, and this is completely my idea about it, this has nothing to do with what happened reality-wise, but I feel like it could have been some sort of sabotage. Like somebody knew that Moonlight was gonna win, didn't want it to, and switched the envelopes because they had the Emma Stone one handy from when she won, because even Warren Beatty, when he came out, he had the card and he said, what happened was the envelope said Emma Stone, La La Land. He even explained that so people would know. You know, so somebody could have, you know, knew about it and sabotaged to get La La Land to win.
Yeah.
It could have happened. This is a wild idea. This is not the truth. This is what I believe may have been a possibility. That's just one theory.
Yeah,
so.
I'm more on the they just gave him the wrong envelope. Because they always have two envelopes, the one to hand and then they have the one backup just in case anything happens.
Oh, really? See, I didn't know that.
So Emma Stone had her one that she won with,
right, okay.
but there was still the backup one backstage, and that was the one that they handed to Warren Beatty.
Oh, see, I didn't know
so,
that.
Yeah, there were two that said Moonlight that didn't get handed off at all.
So that's even more of a conspiracy if there were two of them and they didn't even get one up there. Yeah, sure there's gonna be a lot of surfacing theories about this. And this is very fresh. It just happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, dude, we gotta record a video and talk about it because it's insane. This is seriously a historical moment in the Oscars. So
yeah, it's the biggest thing to happen
ever. And I know that there were like other conspiracy theories, but nothing to this degree.
Yeah.
This was intense and crazy. I can't believe I was there to witness it live.
Yeah.
Like, that was rad. Like, I'm so glad I got to see that.
I know whenever I was just reading up on it, one way back when Sammy Davis Jr. was presenting like two of the Oscars, I think music category ones, and they had given him the wrong envelope, and he announced the winner of the category that was actually for the other music category.
Oh.
So the winner he announced wasn't even nominated.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so something similar-ish happened.
Yeah, so it was like,
But not
he
to that
entirely had
extent.
the wrong envelope to where everyone's just like, had no idea what was going on, and they
on?
found out that they just had switched the envelopes.
Okay, so we'll see that was a quick fix.
Yeah, they figured
so that wasn't like this big debacle.
Yeah, and I mean that was the music categories.
Yeah,
that wasn't Best Picture.
It wasn't anything important.
Well,
I mean, that's how you made it sound.
it's important, but not as important
Right.
as the Best Picture.
That is true.
It is not the Oscar.
Right. Yeah, it was nice to see like how gracious they were about giving Moonlight the award to, like the crew and the cast of La La Land. They were so gracious about it, and it was just like, it was so beautiful. It was just a beautiful moment to see, like, what? We won? You know, like, that was crazy. And I do feel bad for like La La Land, but they also did win other.
Yeah, they won 6 other Oscars.
Yeah,
they won more than any that night. They were up for 14. So it's like, in the end, they still dominated the night. I hadn't seen Moonlight, but it felt like the one that should have won.
Yeah, I mean, I saw them both.
It just felt,
Yeah, I saw them both. I personally liked La La Land better. I thought the story was wonderful in Moonlight. I just feel like La La Land there was something about La La Land that
maybe it was
like,
that it was so relatable because you live in LA.
So relatable because I'm totally trying to be an actress out here. Not at all. Emma Stone's character was very relatable, and Emma Stone herself is very relatable. So, you just feel like that connection immediately with her.
Yeah. I mean, since I'm working in film, I'm more kind of on the Emma Stone side.
Yeah.
I don't act. I don't like being in front of camera, actually.
I'm making him be in front of the camera.
The problem I had with it was that it was a musical in which I didn't really like the music that much.
Really?
Yeah,
you're a fan
even though
of
it did win, I am a fan of musicals, and I mean it did win both music categories at the Oscars, so
that just shows what
wrong.
You know, Steffan. That just shows what you know, mate.
Absolutely great movie though.
Yeah. No, it was a great movie. Yeah. And Moonlight was a great movie too. I just leaned more towards La La Land. So, but they both won Oscars, so they both did well. So that's gonna do it for this video. I'd like to thank Steffan so much for joining me on my channel. Thank you so much for coming on here and talking to the Stargazers about this fiasco that happened. And if you like this video, smack that like button, you know where, and subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every single week. See you later, Stargazer. Bye! You have to die, Steffan.
I didn't know I actually had to die.
Yes. Maybe I could just stand.
Oh my god.
Like,
You're the same height when you're standing.
well, it's not my fault that you're a fucking Viking.